Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, let's just get right into it. So this is gonna be an Ask Sarah video. I was gonna do just a dedicated Let's Talk About Sex video, but I didn't have a topic that just really jumped, excuse my phone. I didn't have a topic that just, you know, like jumped out at me. So let me know down below what you would love to see in the next Let's Talk About Sex video. I've considered doing a haul, like a toy haul. If that's something you'd want to see, you know, you'd be interested in that, then definitely let me know and give me a thumbs up. However you want to let me know, just let me know. Yeah, so, oh, one more thing. This shirt that has a tag on it still, it's from this company called Single in Los Angeles, and you can check them out at singledress.com. It's really cute. It's a button up, but it's like the buttons stop right here, and then it's just like a plain black sheer, you know, shirt, and then it has like these little studs all over the collar. I just thought it was dope. My friend had them send it to me, and so shout out, it's a nice shirt. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump right into this. Here's an email, and she says, hello, my name is, we'll call her Jessica. I live in Michigan. I'm 14 years old. I just found out that I weigh 141 pounds. I about cried. I'm dreading tomorrow because I'm going to the doctors, and last time that I went to the doctors, I was told I was overweight and I'm almost pre-diabetic, and it crushed me. I'm now a size 16 or 18, and I thought I was healthy, but tomorrow I'm going to have to be weighed, and every shred of self-confidence I have is going to be burned. I'd love some advice. I'm confident in my body, but others keep tearing me down. Thank you. I love you so much. Okay, I'm gonna guess you meant maybe you weighed 241 pounds, because 141 pounds at a size 18 seems small, because I'm like a size 16, 18, and I'm not 140 pounds. So, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So this is a problem that I think a lot of us have probably faced at some point. It's like everyone online is always telling you, you're so unhealthy, you need to lose weight, yada, 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 whatever. And, you know, I'm here to tell you, F them, and who cares what these people that have nothing to do with your life, that know nothing about you, that, you know, whatever. Who cares what they have to say? And then most of the time they come and they attack you under this, you know, false pretense of, I care about your health. Like, no, you don't. You don't care about me. You don't even know me. You don't care about me. There's no way you care about me. You don't care about me. You care about yourself, and something about me is bothering you, and thus you feel the need to come and approach me about it, even though I have nothing to do with you, and my body has nothing to do with your body. But I digress here. So I tell you, generally brush that kind of stuff off, right? Now I understand how going to the doctor, because we're always like, oh, well, you're not my doctor, right? So when you actually go to your doctor, the person who would, you know about your health, usually, okay, sometimes, you know, not all doctors are that great, but let's not get into that. But I understand how when you actually go to your doctor and you actually do hear about your health from your doctor, someone who's, you know, has charts on you and who's done all these tests on you and who, you know, whatever else, someone who actually has the information about you, I understand how that would be kind of worrisome. But it seems that what you're really scared of here is just the fact that you have to be weighed. And of course, you know, your doctor's gonna weigh you, and there have been times where I went to the doctor and I was like, you know what, I'm feeling good about myself, and you know, I'm happy, and everything else with my doctor's checking out fine, you know. So when it comes to the part where they have to weigh me, even when the actual number is right in front of my face, where it's not, you know, down on the ground, but it's, you know, one of those scales where you can actually see it right in front of you, even when it's right there, I'll just be like, oh, you're gonna weigh me? And I will look to the left, or I will look to the right, or I will look to the sky. It doesn't matter. I just won't pay attention to the number. They get the number, they write it down, that's it. You know, and they let me know other things about myself, and, you know, we'll talk about my health and everything else, but I don't actually bother myself with that actual number. And so that's what I urge you to do. Don't let that number affect you. I've done videos on not letting these numbers define who you are, the size of your clothes, or the size that you're wearing in jeans, or, you know, your top or whatever. Just try not to let these numbers define you, because they don't mean anything more than this is how much you weigh. It doesn't mean this is how much you weigh and you're a bad person. It doesn't mean this is how much you weigh and now you don't deserve good things in your life.
Mom,
hey, boo-boo.
What does it say?
It says, don't give up.
Oh.
So don't give up, okay?
Unless sometimes they move, they give up.
Well, don't give up.
Okay.
So don't give up. Try to feel good about yourself, and don't let these things bother you. Don't put more weight into your weight. That was so punny. Just don't put so much emphasis on that when the actual number is not what's important. You know, focus on what your doctor's telling you and care about your health and everything else, but don't be so concerned with that actual number. I've learned that once I stop feeling so bad about the number, that I'm just, my mind is clearer and I'm able to better try to, I don't know, achieve goals for my body, whether it be to, it's really not to lose X amount of pounds or anything, because again, when you're like, oh, I really gotta lose 15 pounds, like what does that really mean? I mean, do you wanna feel better? Do your knees hurt? Do you wanna be able to run so far? That doesn't necessarily mean you have to lose X amount of pounds. That just means that there's a goal that you're trying to achieve. And so focus on the goal, don't necessarily focus on the number. Hi Sarah, my name is Brittany, and I have some questions to ask you. I was wondering how tall you are and how much you weigh. I'm 5'5", 250 pounds, and you look so fabulous in everything you wear. You have confidence. I ordered 2 bathing suits yesterday, and I'm super nervous about trying them on. I thought maybe if I knew your range, I could feel a bit more confident because we have a similar body type, and I can see myself in a mirror without thinking discouraging thoughts. And when I see you, I see beauty, so I was hoping we were similar. And I'm sorry, this is too personal. Love you, and thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. Love your videos. Much love. Okay, so Brittany, I am 5 foot 4 inches tall. I do not know how much I weigh. I think I remember how much I weighed last time I was weighed, which was like in October-ish. No, actually it was a couple months ago. But you know what? It doesn't matter. And see, this is me trying to explain to you guys once again to not focus on the number. What you want to know is you're 5'5" and you're 250 pounds, and I'm not sure what size you wear because you didn't mention it, but I wear size 16, 18. So that number, my weight, like I said, it doesn't define anything else about your body. It also does not define what your size is. So I might be 5'5" and 250 pounds, right? And I might not wear the exact same size that you wear because our weight is distributed differently, through our body. You might be a little bigger on top or a little bigger on bottom or whatever that the case may be. So I wear size 16, 18, and I hope that makes you feel better. But for those of you that don't have a similar body shape to me, especially because I think when it comes to being plus size, it's hard enough to be accepted being plus size, period. But then once you say, okay, well, I'm in this community and plus size is accepted in this community, right? Okay, so only certain types of plus size are now accepted, only up to a certain size, because once you get to a certain size, let's say a size 28 or something, okay? Once you get to that size, then even those in the plus size community, many of them, will then attack you because, whoa, we're fat, but you're hella fat. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't want you to feel bad, but I also want you to realize that there are always going to be people that want to shame you no matter what you look like. But I want you to know that even if we're not the same height and the same weight and we don't wear the same size and you don't have the same body shape that I do, then it doesn't mean that, you're any less worthy or you're any less beautiful or anything else. So I just want you to, to not compare yourself to me, even if you're doing it to feel better about yourself, because I would hate for you to do it and then feel worse about yourself for some reason. So just, I've said it a billion times, and it's a quote that I have quoted a million times, seriously, but comparison is the thief of joy. So work on loving yourself the way that you are right now and being happy with yourself right now and not comparing yourself to me or anyone else. Yeah, baby. Okay, here's another email, and it says, "Hi Sarah, I want to know if you would ever consider doing a video on double chins. Might sound strange, haha. But I always feel super self-conscious about mine. I'm not necessarily fat, but I do naturally have a double chin. What are guys' point of views about this subject? Thank you. Love, A." I will not do an entire video dedicated to double chins. I'm sure many people have though. I have never had like a huge, I have like a double chin, it's down here. And when I'm a little bit bigger, or when I've weighed more than I do now, it's been a little bit more pronounced. My face was a little rounder. But that's just life. To me, it's like when people obsess over stretch marks or cellulite or, whatever, just whatever little thing it might be. I've had people email me about like their teeth, about their weird shaped ears, about how, one boob's a little bigger. A lot of these problems, like all of us have them, and I think most of us just don't put a ton of thought into that problem. But when it comes to double chins, it's basically the same thing where it's just part of your face. And I understand that, you know, you're not necessarily, like, I have friends who, like, if you only saw a picture of this, you know, area of them, that you would think that they weigh more probably than they actually do, because they have these sort of round, chubby little faces, but their bodies are not chubby. And then, you know, the opposite is also true, where if you saw me maybe just from here, you would know that, hey, she's probably got a few extra pounds on her, but you wouldn't necessarily know how big my ass is. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I understand why it's a problem, but I hope that you don't put too much thought and emphasis into it. I don't know that there's really anything you can do, especially if you are thinner already and you have a double chin. That's just genetics. That's just how you were designed. You know, and I hope it's not something that you harp on, and I really hope that you don't. Because it's just another part of your face. It's just what makes you you. It's just another part of your body, and it's not something that you should, you know, feel bad about or attack or feel self-conscious about. It's just another thing that makes you look like what you look like. You know what I mean? It's not a bad thing. Like, my face is covered in freckles. I have people all the time, like, hey, can you do something about freckles? I have freckles all over my face. How do I get rid of them? I'm like, get rid of them. They're just freckles. Like, maybe you can't tell right now because I have makeup on, but my face is covered in freckles, and it's not something that I feel bad about. You know, it's just a part of my face, and I hope that that's how you see it too, or at least learn to see your chin or your chins that way. Now, I'm gonna wrap it up there because I don't want this video to be too long. Give me suggestions on what you would like to see, because the kids are going to preschool, which, guess what? That means that I have more time for videos. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.